I don't need their validation, and I definitely don't need their approval. But the thing is, they're not content to let me live my life. They'd been dropping hints, subtle comments about how my choices reflect on the family. Apparently, not being a part of the jewelry business is some kind of betrayal. They act like I owe them something, like I'm letting them down by not falling in line. Ethan cornered me at one of Mom's dinner parties and started lecturing me about family legacy. He actually said, "You're either with us or against us." I almost choked on my drink. Against you? Dude, I'm just trying to live my life. And then here we are. A text from Dad, short and sharp. Family meeting, 8 p.m. Be there. So I showed up to the family meeting fully prepared for some sort of lecture, maybe even an argument. I wasn't prepared for the circus that was waiting for me. The moment I walked into the house, I could feel the tension in the air. It was like stepping onto a stage where the script had already been written, and I was the only one who hadn't read it. My dad opened the door and gave me this disapproving once-over, like he was already annoyed that I existed. He didn't even say hello. Instead, he just muttered, "You're late," and stepped aside to let me in. Now for context, my dad's definition of late is anything less than 10 minutes early. So, yeah, I was technically on time, but to him, I might as well have been an hour behind schedule. I didn't bother arguing. There was no point. I just shrugged and walked in. The house looked exactly the same as it always did, spotless, expensive, and completely soulless. Everything about it screamed, "Look how much money we have." From the oversized crystal chandelier in the foyer to the perfectly staged living room that no one actually used, it was all just a giant show. And speaking of the living room, that's where everyone was gathered, sitting in a perfect little semicircle, like they were about to hold a press conference. Ethan was on one side, dressed in his usual business casual uniform, like he'd just come from a board meeting. Vanessa was perched next to him, scrolling through her phone, probably pretending to be busy. Daniel was sprawled out in a chair, looking like he didn't have a care in the world, but I knew him well enough to tell he was enjoying whatever drama was about to unfold. Then there was my mom, sitting off to the side like a nervous referee, wringing her hands and giving me that tight smile she always used when things were about to get uncomfortable. And, of course, there was my designated chair, a single lonely seat placed strategically in the center of the room facing all of them. It was so obvious that this was an ambush that I almost laughed.
Now comment update to tag you on part 2.